Hello to everyone watching and welcome back to my channel. I'm Terry and this is my Eurovision reaction review channel, and thank you for joining me again in another video. And this video is looking at the results of Festivali Këngës, the national selection for Albania, which concluded last night. So I have already done a reaction when I reacted to night 1 and 2 and gave you my top 10 of all performances. So if you haven't checked that out, please do, and I'll leave a link up on screen up there. But yes, of course, Besa Kokëdhima was the winner of Festivali Këngës in the televote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to the song. I have heard it a couple of times, so it's no longer a first time reaction, but I'm going to give you my opinions of it all and let you know what I think of it. And then at the end of the video, I'll tell you how I think it could do at Eurovision, and also just talk about the festival in general. So if you like this video, please do consider clicking the like button. That really helps a lot. Also, what helps a lot is to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So if you enjoyed the video, I want to see more of my future videos and be notified when they're released, please do that. Please also do comment down below your thoughts on Festivali Këngës and Besa and how you think she may do at Eurovision. Was she your favourite? Did you have other ones that you preferred? And if you want to, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post general life stuff and also lots of Eurovision information and my weekly upload schedule. So details of that on screen in the description box before, at the beginning, at the end of the videos, and there'll be timestamps as well, so you can skip ahead if you want to the bit you want to watch. But without further ado, let's begin with the reaction. Okay, so I don't want to talk too much. We're going to get straight into the reaction. What I will say is that the Albanian broadcaster is quite strict on their copyright with Festivali Këngës footage, so I've had to turn this volume right down, and I'm probably going to have to obscure and obstruct the video too. So if you do want to follow along as I'm watching, then please do go and open up another tab with the video playing. But let's get on and begin and give you my opinions. So just waiting for it to start up now. Taking a bit of time, which I've noticed happens quite a lot with many of the performances in Festivali Këngës this year. Very nice start there. I really do like Besa's vocals. Very strong, powerful, emotional. And she looks, I really do like what she's wearing here. I think she looks particularly great in this. And it is very eye-catching, similar to a semi-final outfit, but I prefer this one. So I like the start. It is nice and pleasant, but for me the song doesn't really get going until the beat really kicks in with the chorus, the bit of the rocky vibe there. And Besa is a really strong performer, I find. So she's really selling the song to me. And of course the orchestration always helps in Festivali Këngës. Of course you won't have that at Eurovision. But it always adds an extra layer, I feel, to the performances, and that's one of the reasons why I do enjoy Festivali Këngës so much. And then we go into the rap part here. And I actually really like the rap part. I think it gives the song a bit of punch and attitude, which I think without it, it's perhaps maybe lacking. It makes it memorable and makes you actually it stand out to you. So I really do like this rap section. I've seen some people say they weren't keen on it, but I really do like it. And then we got the bit there where she nearly fell over, which I didn't notice at first, but I noticed on the second time. But she laughs it off and she carries on so strongly as well. So a real professional there. I think we can all agree. And I think what we're seeing as well is with the backing singers, live backing singers, they really do add an added element to the songs that in Eurovision, the ones that are now going for pre-recorded backing vocals don't get. So I really do love Festivali Këngës for having live backing vocals and actually showing them as well. We don't see the backing vocalists anymore at Eurovision, which I think is a shame. Okay, so yeah, there we have it. That was the performance by Besa. And I really did enjoy the song quite a lot. It was amongst the small bunch of songs that I would have been happy to see win. I probably had five songs. My top five would be the ones that I was particularly happy to see win, and she was amongst them. She was my fourth place. So I was happy to see her win. My personal favourite of the night was Eldest with Ni Kutim, probably pronouncing that completely wrong. That was my number one of the night. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. I really did love that song. Wasn't to be low, not to mind, but it is a song that I will come back to a lot in the future and will definitely be high up in my top of all the songs that missed out for 2024. Back to Bezalo, I really do, as I said, like the song. I think the song is almost ready for Eurovision in itself. It is about 3 minutes already in the performance that she did at Festivali Këngës. So I think there's not a lot that needs changing. I think a small revamp could be beneficial to it. I think there might be a need to be a little bit of energy or power injected at some point because at the moment it does kind of stay on the same level. So I would like to see that brought in with the revamp. And like I said, I do like that we've got the bit of the rap in there. It adds a little bit of an element there. So please do keep that there. Obviously, with Albania, there's always a discussion: will it be changed to English? Will it be kept in Albanian? I think this song would be okay with a transition to English because it doesn't give off those strong ethnic Albanian folk vibes that sometimes their songs do. So I think a transition to English could work for this. At the same time, I am always a big supporter of national languages at Eurovision. So if it is kept in Albanian, that would be great too. The biggest thing for me is that it doesn't go down a similar route to some of the revamps they've done where it hasn't worked out and made the song worse. I'm thinking 2016 in particular, and also Ranella in 2022. So I'm hoping that they don't take away from the song by doing any revamp. So it's very important that that is controlled. But yeah, as in terms of how it does at Eurovision, I can see this making the final, but I think I've seen a lot of people say it might be a very similar traditional Albanian result of sneaking into the final and then getting around 17th to 22nd. I can see that happening again. It is a very typical, in a way, Albanian song that we've seen. It isn't breaking out of any molds, but I really do enjoy it. As I said, I really did like Eldest's song from the other songs there. Elsa Lila as well, I really did enjoy it again. She was my favourite last year and she was my second favourite this year. Very shocked that she didn't win the jury vote, which does bring us on to the actual winner of the jury vote, Mao, who it was a shock to everyone. That being said, the performance wasn't particularly great, but I do actually like the song. You know, it was a bit all over the place, but something about him, I just kind of liked. You know, but yeah, he won the jury in the Festivali Këngës, which was a shock to a lot of people for sure. I have heard some conspiracy theories in relation to his mum being a famous Albanian singer and whether there could have been a bit of dodgy stuff going on there. That's not for me to comment on. But I did actually really quite enjoy him and the performance, even though it probably wasn't the greatest, but yeah, I had a soft spot for it. But yeah, that is pretty much my thoughts on Festivali Këngës. It was a very traditional Festivali Këngës. You know, it went on for quite a long time, a lot of talking, a lot of chatting. You know, there was quite long interval acts. You know, but it's always for me the start of the Eurovision season, and it's always an enjoyable moment when it comes on. And I'm really looking forward to it again next year already. But yeah, those are just some of my thoughts on Festivali Këngës for the Eurovision selection in 2024. So please do let me know down in your comments below what you thought of the selection. I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts. Are you from Albania, and are you happy that Besa won, or was you wanting someone else to win? I know a lot of fans was wanting Luan to win. He didn't actually make it to the final night, but he could have been the representative. In the end, he didn't win the televote. I was never a massive fan of that song, to be honest, but I know a lot of people were. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts down below. Please click the like button if you enjoyed this video. It really does help a lot to me, and it's very much appreciated. Please do subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be informed of all future video releases from myself. And as I said, do please follow me on Instagram. Details in the description box below. And yeah, hope you have a very good Christmas and a new year. There isn't any more videos planned for me before then, unless someone does a surprise announcement, but I will be back in the new year. So until then, please do take care, have a good Christmas and New Year, and until the next video, goodbye.